Okay, we're good.
I guess the biggest problem is going to be making sure the audio stays good. But hello, everybody. Welcome to Saturday Ultrasound live stream. I'm Matt from Epic Loot Exotics. Arden's right over there. We'll probably swap several times. We have a lot of ball pythons and a few other snakes. We've done an ultrasound stream before. I'm not going to go through the details of everything that we're looking for. We're still, new to ultrasound, but I will pull up each of the girls and talk about where they were and where we think they should be so that we can figure out when best to pair them. This is going to have Husbandry Pro on it so we can check numbers. Or is it better to do it like on a phone and add it later?
I mean, that's the easiest for me, but obviously we need to quadruple check that we got the input for each one, because sometimes we move on so fast that I don't have time and end up forgetting.
Okay, then I'm just going to start with Mocha.
Okay, go for it.
I wish I don't have Husbandry Pro up right now.
Could see where she was before.
Yeah, that's why I moved that over there. You have to unplug it probably to be able to use it. So for ball pythons, you want to start roughly halfway down the body, and just past that, you'll get the gallbladder, and then beyond that is where you can start getting egg follicles. So
we didn't even mark a specific size because she was over 40 millimeters, so we just put 40.
Yeah, it's fine. Just gonna move her a little bit right here. That looks like a massive egg.
Yep, that it does.
And if I keep going down, that looks like another massive egg, well over 40 millimeters.
Oh, yeah.
So, for her, for Mocha, we're just going to put 40 millimeters plus.
So, especially considering her last shed was just a week ago, that has to be her pre-lay shed at this point.
I gotta think so. I gotta think if she doesn't lay, let's see, what's today?
The 13th.
May 13th. So, if she's not laid by June 13th,
we'll have to assume she reabsorbed or something, or she's bound.
No, I don't know what date her last shed was. It'd be at most 50 some odd days from that, and then 50 some odd to lay. So
yeah, it was within the last week was her recent shed. I don't know the exact day.
Okay. All right, so we just put Mocha in as 45 plus, bigger than the screen, which is good. And it's nice to be able to fairly quickly spot those. This is Ovaltine. Ovaltine is a GHI Mojave Fire. Mocha, by the way, is a Mojave Calico Het Pied, and she's been bred to Huey, who is our Leopard Het Pied. That will prove them both out as Het Pied without having to do a shed test, assuming we get any pied on there. We got them together specifically for that purpose. They were a couple of our earliest snakes that we grabbed. All right.
We should probably post a link to this somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's do her first.
So settle down. You're going to be, let's see, the halfway point. We'll go right there. Bloop. Okay, that looks like a small, that looks like the gallbladder.
Yeah.
And this, I swear, once again, even though she doesn't feel big at all, she might have reabsorbed.
Yeah, there's something in there, but it doesn't look as big as I was expecting it to.
No, I see follicle that's like 35 or 4. Well, let's see if I can get this one. That looks like a 40 millimeter follicle right there. But it's so hard to tell. I mean, we might be.
Yeah, can you keep going further down on that one? Because that mass looks like a...
Yeah.
So there's like an intersection of two different ones. And it keeps going. You can see the light ridge on the top highlighting it. Yeah, okay. I think she's still got something in there, so...
Yeah, I think those are... Unless we are way wrong about what we're reading on her, and if we've been wrong every single time, then she should also be really close to laying.
Jen says, never seen my name not in blue. You are right, Jen. There's... wait, hold on. I gotta do it from my phone. I gotta switch over to that account. We'll rent you.
Okay, Honeycomb is not yet at breeding weight. She's an inchy champagne, and we're not sure if we're going to breed her. She's one of the snakes that we got for free in a raffle. Gorgeous girl. I know that she is at or near the 1,200 minimum breeding weight, but we're not breeding her this year at all. I just want to check for follicles to maybe get roughly some sort of timetable on her. And so once again, if we start just past the halfway. There we go. Come on. Her follicle, well, if that's a follicle.
Was that a gallbladder on the top there?
Nah, it's way too far down the body for that. Like, I genuinely don't know. Got a whole bunch of nothing. Which is fine, because she's still young and underweight.
Jen says, how did you learn to read an ultrasound machine, or is that special for snakes?
This is a veterinary ultrasound, and we followed the instructions for all of the other people who are doing this.
Hey, oi boy. No, you don't really need that much education to operate this ultrasound. You need a certain gel to get a clear image. Once it's on, it's automatically running, and then the only function we really need is to know how to freeze it and to measure something that's on a frozen screen. And there are buttons for all of that are like very user friendly and intuitive.
But we tend to really not need that. Let's see. So this is Tubby. She is a het piebald, het caramel albino. Come here, you. You're having a rough shed all of a sudden, aren't you? But your bottom part is... Okay.
Ooh.
That's a 40 millimeter.
Nice. Oh yeah, that looks great.
All right. Doing great. Yes. Now, you guys are in luck today because the odds are really good that I'm going to get bit by Cindy.
Yeah, she's been a little grumpy lately.
She has been absolutely a terror. All right, next is Blossom. Blossom is a banana, black pastel, mahogany. Come here, girl. Get a good look at her, all the spots on the banana. Ooh, I can feel.
Yeah.
And she's pretty lumpy. Okay, you stop trying to get out and stop trying to run off. And I will just do a quick scan right there. Wow.
Oh yeah. And those look solid. Nice. Good job, Blossom.
She's going to give us a couple big eggs. There is still a possibility that I am just doing this wrong, but I can tell when I pick her up. She's thick. She's not exploded with skeletal separation the way I would have thought or liked.
I know she had a shed a couple weeks ago too. We didn't record it, unfortunately, so it's hard to know exactly where in the process she is, but she's close, that's for sure.
Yeah, we do a really good job of tracking things in Husbandry Pro, but you know, nearly 60 snakes, it's really easy to be forgetting when somebody shed.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we come in here and there's 3 sheds, and we just kind of take them and put some of the excess in with isopods, and then don't then throw the rest away. So.
All right. Next, I want to save Cindy for a little. I want to save Cindy for you.
Oh, really?
Here
Love
we go.
that.
Speaking of sheds, you can mark Yvonne down as shed.
Okay.
Yvonne, a nice, clean, fresh shed. All right, girl. How you doing? Yvonne is an inchy orange dream. And so you can see the good inchy color and orange dream color on her.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Inchy is primarily a pattern morph that adds a little orange in it as well. What are you freaking out for, huh? You don't need to freak out. Okay, let's get you right here.
Oh. Big old glob.
I think all of the media has fallen off here. Wow, I had a lot of gel on this, and now I'm having a hard time getting any kind of image at all.
Well, I saw a giant clump start to fall. I thought you caught it, but definitely did not all stay on the probe. Huh. I see her little head poking out. Hey, Clayton.
I have, I'm not even able to find any follicle growth at all on her.
She may not have anything. It's hard to say.
But we should probably fill the pitcher up with water, because some of these will probably need slight topping off.
Okay. I will go do that.
Nirvana, we got nothing. There's always something to knock over, huh?
Gonna block the camera.
So for using the ultrasound, one of the key things is put a nice bead of gel across the top, and you can tell because the entire area of the scan will just go to white, and that makes sure that you're going to get really good gel medium on the snake, and hopefully a really good scan. All right, this is Varda. She's just a yellow belly and a little pissy some days. Doing really good today. So we come in here. You're all right. We go about halfway. Start going down. All right.
Those look like maybe 20, about half the screen.
They're oblong.
That could be
Almost looks like
well.
gallbladder, but it's really low on the body. Let's see if I can get something out here. Yeah,
Oh,
there we go. There's the follicles further down.
So those look like
right at 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say more like 10.
And that means I probably wasn't far enough down on Yvonne when I checked her.
Top off her water as well. Hey.
I should probably scan her again and go a little bit lower because
Yeah, go for it.
a slight bias. But Varda's there at 10.
Chen says, your response to being modded, thanks, I didn't ask for it, just kind of happens to me wherever I go.
There we go.
Sure, we trust you. Oh, yep. Those look like a little over 10.
It's like 15 at most, but yeah.
Yeah.
10 to 15, cool.
Okay.
Okay. Next is Lila. Lila is just an albino, but she's really pretty. She has, like most adult albinos, she has kind of become more pale. But she's got really good structure. She's a hefty snake. She looks pretty. And we're hoping for a really easy scan here once I put some more gel. No, you're falling off the table.
Might be needed for this one.
There we go.
Nice. Those look about 10. Maybe a little bit more, like 15 again.
Okay. Let me get you wiped back down, girl. I'm more than a little nervous about Cindy.
Oh, yeah.
Who is next, because she struck at Arden 2 or 3 times the other day. But let's do this measurement here. So once we've frozen the image, we can click measure distance and put a mark on one edge and a mark at the other edge. 13.
13? It's pretty close to what I was thinking. Sarah Cookinor says, hello, Matt.
Hi. All right. Next is a troublemaker. You want her?
Oh, she's all yours. Don't worry, babe. I'm managing the stuff.
Okay. Okay.
She's hissing already, isn't she?
Not really. She hasn't made a move. She's just not. She's in a position, and she has the weirdest head shape. She has a very narrow head shape.
Yeah, she did.
And she is definitely staring hard at us. We didn't bring the gloves back up, did we?
Nope.
I think if she's gonna strike, she'd probably bluff strike. I don't know if she's gonna. Did she open mouth strike me the other day?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was all bluff.
But she's just. Part of it is just a matter of let's just pick her up and do that. But I think it's going to take both of us.
Yeah.
I wish maybe it'd be worth going to get the gloves. Let's put her back up. You can get the gloves.
Oh, I was gonna Okay. I was gonna say we could try to do that thing where you kind of try to keep their head
Oh,
away.
that's fine.
from
Yeah,
your
you
outfit.
use the paper towel roll to get her head up out the way. And I'll see if I can get an ultrasound down here.
Well, yep, right there. Those are definitely follicles.
Well, if those are follicles, those are like 10. I'm not convinced.
Well, okay, the way you're holding her right now, I can't really block her head.
It's alright, she's not doing anything. I don't know what her last numbers were.
I don't remember either. Good girl. That was a lot better than the other day.
Better than I expected, but I don't think I got a good reading on her.
No, I don't think you got much of any kind of reading on her, to be honest.
So if you go to Cindy, what's it say for follicles?
Let's see. Also, Christ Puncher says cute. Christ Puncher, that's quite a name.
There you go.
List. Cindy.
There are 7 more girls up here.
I don't know if we ever got follicle reading on her because usually follicle reading is in the a separate section, large.
Wow, that's a massive boot.
Nice.
So this is Margarine. She's just a lesser. Very pretty. Chillax. She was a little too small to breed this year. Or no, she was right at the 1200 to breed. I've got the trash bag right here, but we can move it over under the camera.
Some fungus starting to grow on that poop.
No, that ear right there. Yep. All right. We're going to see where your follicles are. You don't even know what that is because you're a snake. But trust me, it's what you're all about.
Well, she didn't bite me 3 times the other day. Sorry, Jen. She struck at me, which is like basically they're threatening to bite you when they do that. They're not necessarily going to bite. It's just their way of saying, get out of my face or I'm gonna really hurt you. I'm big and strong. Oh, there you go. That looks like...
Maybe. It's so hard to see, and she's really thin. I can't really tell if I'm getting... Okay, we're going to say that she's not gotten out to anything.
Okay.
Which is A-okay.
So we've got no readings for Cindy or Margarine.
Yep. Alpine, though.
Pretty much everyone else you measured with the exception of, like, Lila, Ivana, and Hubby, I think, were basically 40 plus, too. There wasn't...
Alpine. Alpine's got a shed.
Okay. Alpine.
Alpine, you can tell just from the name, is albino pinstripe. And so for those of you who saw the regular albino I pulled out a minute ago, which was Lila, and how pale she was, but with obvious pattern, this is an albino pinstripe. And so the pattern is much more, well, darker, like a pinstripe would be. You can see the yellow in the lines. She's doing great. Let me set you back down.
Hey, David Austin. We are doing well. Hope you're doing well also. Oh, what? Please do. Are those water dishes part of the tub or an add-in? Yeah, they come with the tub. They're built into the tub. We just have little deli cups that we use to fill them in. So if they get dirty, we can swap them out really easily. That definitely looks like her ovarian duct just looks empty.
Yeah. I think there's no reason to pair her right now.
Okay.
Got a little bit of a tummy ache too.
You do?
Yeah.
Guess they're gonna leave all the big ones to me, huh?
This is Annie Lennox. She is Het Dreamsicle. Hey, girl. You're not going to be mad at anybody, are you? You're just going to let me just pick you up, right? Okay. She has the weirdest belly structure of all of them. I'm not seeing, like, this should be the gallbladder.
Yep, right there.
Yep. And so right behind that, there's the follicles.
They're tiny.
They're like less than 10.
Yeah, like maybe some of them are at 10, but
Yeah,
mostly
close to 10, I would say. All right.
I wish you could do like about 10 or less than 10 as an entry on here rather than having to do a specific millimeter.
That's all right. We can just remember that it's less than 10 or whatever else. All right. I'm ready to swap
Okay.
because I got an upset stomach.
See, go tell me down. Sick boy.
Sick boy.
Can you take that?
You also have your phone right here,
Yes.
tucked away, hidden. So you've got the top row plus Pinch Me
In the big rack.
and BB in the big rack.
Okay.
All right. Clarabelle is up first.
Oh, hello, Clarabelle.
Clarabelle is our pastel clone.
But yep.
All right. Show her on camera when you can, but she's a really good example of a pastel clown. We have a lesser clown male to put her to next year. How do you tell the difference between a male and a female? I'm very snake tongue. There's a couple different ways. You can probe them by taking a metal device and going in through the cloaca and determining how deep the pocket is. But one of the biggest ways to do it is to pop them, and you just kind of roll your thumb up near the cloaca, and the genitals will basically pop out, and the males have a hemipenis, so you'll see like a forked penis with red tips, and you can tell if they're ready to breed because there'll be sperm plugs on the end of them. And the females won't have the hemipenis, it'll just be kind of a pinkish bulge.
I'm not even getting her. Oh, okay. So that it's been a little bit since I used this. Which side is up and which side's down? That side's up, right?
The side towards me is up.
Okay, that side's up. Making sure. Done a little bit. Would like to see her gallbladder so I can just be like, I'm in the right spot. It's just there's nothing here. But I'm not even seeing that.
I'm so low now. There's no way. Okay. I mean, I think I'm getting. It's like not like there's no image. I'm getting an image. I just don't see her gallbladder at all.
Well, you may have missed it. You probably did miss it, since I'm pretty sure she has a gallbladder, but
She definitely has a gallbladder.
maybe they had her gallbladder removed after some bad chili one night. Happened to my dad.
Oh. What is that? It doesn't look like the gallbladder, and it's so low, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, she hasn't been bred at all, and she won't be for a while, so if you don't find any follicles, it's not a big deal. I just wanted to get some numbers in on her if we could.
Yeah. Not seeing normal stuff on her, but when she looks healthy, she's responding to stuff about how I'd expect, you know. Largely, what the fuck are you doing to me? Why can't you just leave me alone?
Yeah, this entire top row are not part of this year's breeding group, which is why I was okay putting them in the top row.
Hi, Demi Lovato.
But this is Demi. She's an Orange Dream Piebald Het Lavender Albino. So she is Het for Dreamsicle, but an OD Pied. And really pretty. And tomorrow's feeding day, so
Sorry, Chad, I know I'm not like posed in a way where you can actually see me or what I'm really doing that well. Maybe you can see my hand, but
you can watch a little bit. Oh crap, Matt, I found the car keys and the remote. Is that a 10 mil? That's about how it would go, Sarah.
okay, girl, I'm gonna need you to stretch out a little because I think part of what's going wrong.
Should be just below that dark saddle.
Yeah.
No, just below the dark saddle.
You're talking about this.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's too low on her body, but
Tomorrow's feeding day. They don't eat every day. They eat once every 7 to 10 days.
yep. When they're bigger, they can go even longer, like 2 weeks.
We have a couple in here that haven't eaten in several months. We have a couple that haven't eaten in 6 months.
Which, while it sounds bad, is actually normal for ball pythons.
Yeah, when they get to a certain spot in the breeding cycle, they just go off food.
Here we go. There's the gallbladder. Okay.
Cool.
Which it's right underneath the major first saddle, which is kind of what I was thinking. There we go. Yes. It's about 4.5 across, so like, just under 10, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Those look good though. She's got a nice amount of them. We can definitely start pairing her probably soon. I think maybe getting that one more meal in her first would be good, but.
Okay. So I will put Demi.
Looking great.
Yes.
Okay, up we go. Okay, so next we've got Ellie Goulding, our lavender albino. Ouch, that just whacked my head. Give you guys a good look at her. She is gorgeous.
I am just a huge fan of the lavender stuff. It is. She is a yellow. No, just pastel lavender albino.
Het pied.
Pied.
Right?
Yep. Gorgeous snake. Thank you, miss. All right, let's get you.
So all these snakes that are piebald het lavender or lavender het pied are being bred with our dreamsicle male because that will produce dreamsicles. Dreamsicles are piebald and lavender albino. And so this girl has lavender albino and one of the genes for piebald. And the one you just saw has piebald and one of the genes for lavender. And the boy, which we'll pull out the boy and show just for clarity in a minute, has both. He's a visual dreamsicle, lavender piebald.
I need you to stretch out and loosen up a little. It's really hard to get a clear image for some reason today. I don't know. Nope, don't coil up more. I know it's literally your namesake, but I'd appreciate it if you didn't. Too high up on you now, or too far down, I mean.
That's what I thought, but I found follicles down there on Varda.
Yeah. No, no escaping. Stay in there. Thank you. Let's go on this side. Ooh. Nope. Okay, yeah, just hold your hand there.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
That's
Okay,
gallbladder.
that's the gallbladder. Okay, I think she just doesn't have any follicles. Oh, okay, maybe some really tiny ones.
Go down just a little further and then a little higher up towards the dorsal. Oh, you got enough gel left on there now.
Yeah.
So I just plop it right there.
That's,
There you go. Oh,
I don't know if that's actually follicles or if that's just artifacting them.
right.
That's the gallbladder for sure. Yeah, I think it's those right there at the top.
No, I think this just echoes. I think so. Load it up and put it right there. No, further down.
Yeah, no. I think what was just a little bit further up.
Well, we'll just say nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if there's anything, it's less than 5 millimeters at this point, so.
Wipe her down. Snakes aren't very cooperative when it comes to anything, let alone an ultrasound. She's getting out.
Come on down. Alright, now we have the allegedly most snappy of this quad on the top, which is Taylor Swift.
And she's never, ever snapped. She was supposedly a little Miss Attitude, but has not snapped at anybody.
That doesn't mean she won't. Snakes are, you know,
And
like any animal. Oh, the pose she's in right now is actually very much like I'm gonna snap at you.
And what's her genes?
She's the yellow belly het dream.
Okay.
Possible het, desert ghost.
Yeah.
Look at this pose right now. She might snap at me.
Where are you?
Once you... this is the thing with ball pythons and all snakes. Most of the time when her enclosure is getting open like this, she's probably going to get fed. So it makes sense that she is going into a pose to strike when the enclosure opens. But the second Matt touches her, I immediately notice her body language diffuse, and she's way less tense, way less posed to strike. Because usually pythons are pretty good at being able to recognize, oh, this isn't feeding time, so I gotta calm the fuck down. You can put her down now, I think.
You're way high. Gallbladder would be there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stretch her out. Okay, that looks like very in depth, so please back up a little. Oh. I think, I don't understand how this gel does what it does. It seems to vanish. I'm not really seeing much of anything. I'm also not really getting a good read. I'm so low on her body now.
You keep thinking you're too low, and you've never been too low.
Her tail is literally right here, so... I'm here, her tail is here. There's like...
Yeah. Here's the midpoint on her body.
Yes.
This is where the oviduct is.
Yeah, I know, that's where I'm measuring. That's what I'm saying, like now, at that point, I had gone too low. I measured pretty much immeasurable space.
Try the other side of her body. Right here. You probably need more gel, but... See, the other thing is you're aiming up. You want to aim like that. See, you can see him. You can see him.
Yeah. Just give it a little tilt. So that means the gallbladder should be like...
Back up here.
Trying to do it gradually, but...
Well, you're losing all the gel. You're not going to get an image at all if you slide up. There's nothing you can do about it. You're not doing it wrong. It's just you can't.
There's like 5 millimeters, I guess.
Yeah.
There's not enough space in here for this. Okay. This towel was also largely...
Lubed.
Yeah.
It's lubed. All right. Pinch Me
Hey,
and
Pinch,
Baby.
I'm just gonna pull you out because I know you. We're tight.
Pinch was one of our best eaters, but has gotten to where she hardly eats at all, or hasn't eaten in a while.
A little cold on your belly. I'm sorry.
And we're hoping that it's because she's got like 35 to 40 millimeter follicles right now, but we don't know.
I'm very doubtful if that would be the case, but.
There's a gallbladder.
Go on this side because she's tilting the side I was using down away from me. Hi. Oh yeah, she's definitely got follicles. They're pretty good size. Like
That looks like 25. Oh no, that's 2.
yeah,
That looks like 13. Well, it's hard to tell because there's like.
I think they're probably like 11 because there's 4 going across the screen right now with a little excess off on each
And
side.
2 below it.
Yeah, and 2 below it.
Alright, so I'll put her in at 11.
Yeah, 11's probably about right.
I don't know. Let me see what she was last time.
I don't think we got anything last time.
Well, we need to start feeding the hell out of her.
Yep. Now she's actually due for pairs. We've been pairing her since we got her, but luckily they can retain sperm, so it's not useless, but hi. Let's say hi to the camera. You're such a good girl. Thank you for being so sweet and cooperative. You're like very mobile right now. You want to explore.
Yeah, she had 10 millimeter follicles at the beginning of April.
Okay.
So basically, we need to start shoving food down her throat.
Well, yeah, it's hard because she won't eat.
So, well, I'll make her eat.
Okay, I'd love to know how you plan on
You
doing
finish
that.
all your vegetables, or you get no dessert.
Luckily, rats have one food group. Rodent.
We'll try alive tomorrow. All right, this is BB.
Yep.
And let's see what I see on her. She had 5 millimeter follicles in March and April. And she's refused food, so I don't think she's built anything.
She's very skinny, actually. Kind of worrisome.
Yeah, we're not pairing her no matter what. So we'll see if she's got any follicle change. She is a het lavender albino, but possibly also a het piebald, which would make her possible het dream signal.
Oh, she's very jumpy. God damn, this fucking gel. She is so stressed out right now, unfortunately. You're okay. Nothing's gonna happen to you. Nothing bad. You're gonna get gel on you. That's something. No, don't want anything. Leave me alone. Okay, that's gallbladder. I'm not getting much image right now because there's such limited gel. Also, I've never seen artifacting like this before. Whatever this is. Very strange. Saw the gallbladder. Okay, yeah, right there. open. Like, maybe there's something in those ovarian ducts right there, but what there may have been is definitely not there anymore.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, girl. Yeah, we need to get her on food. I haven't been concerned with any of them because I've been watching their weight and their body shape, but
Her weight stayed the same.
yeah, but look at this. Her body's concave and she's got a pointy spine. You need to eat, miss. Gotta give you some quail or something. I never placed that order for quail. I don't even think that would necessarily help, but it's worth a shot at this point.
Alright.
We've tried just about everything you can do for our picky eaters as well. We've tried them on African sockers. We've tried them on both live and dead. We've tried them on mice, live and dead, rats, live and dead. The only things that are left are like guinea pigs and quail.
We'll order some quail, but I'm going to try and feed her live tomorrow. Alright. Probably want to move the step ladder. I left it out so you could easily reach the ones in the top row, and then you didn't use it for that.
Didn't need it.
Pull an empty tub from down there where Sabrina used to be, and we'll use that as the place to put them from over here. Alright, now this is Laverne. Wow, she's freaking huge. I mean, huge.
So this is our gargantuan girl, Laverne. She is an albino pinstripe.
Lavender. Laverne. Lavender
Oh,
albino
lavender.
pinstripe.
She's gorgeous. She's just gigantic. Obviously, you have the opposite problem that we just showed you with BB. She is like too thick, eats too much. But she's developing follicles, so we're gonna let her eat what she wants to eat right now. No reason to deny a snake if they're interested. I mean, unless they're getting overweight. But I don't think she's quite there. She's just a large female who's developing follicles.
I think she is officially the heaviest snake we have.
Okay, I'm gonna need your help with this one. She won't sit still. Okay, now she's like, she's calm down. Just stop.
I think you haven't got the gallbladder yet. Right there's the gallbladder.
Okay, yep. And there's the follicles.
I'm going to say...
Can you put your hand over her?
She's fine. There's a bunch in there, about 15 to 20. Well, 15.
Yeah. It's hard to say for sure. Well, that one looks further along.
Oh, wow. That looks huge. Maybe that other thing wasn't a follicle.
Okay. Those are all... Okay, this makes more sense based off of what I remember her getting last time. These are all like 25, 30 probably.
Okay.
Does that look right to you?
I think so. You know, it's really hard to tell because what I thought I saw was 10 or 15 millimeter early follicles.
Yeah, I thought so too. It's kind of weird.
I have no follicle measurements for her at all.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I do. 12. So,
okay.
I'm starting to wonder if what we're getting is the, 40s aren't 40s for any of them, for Mocha or any of them. Maybe it's, you know, intestine. Who knows?
I don't know.
Let's put this down as 20,
Okay.
and we'll see.
Checking on chat. I haven't heard what's going on.
Yep.
Hey, Starlight. Come here. Oh, you are huge. She is not normally this big, so she's definitely got to be full of eggs.
Well, Laverne weighed 38.37 when I weighed her 2 weeks ago.
38, 37?
Yeah, she's easily the biggest we've got. It's not even close. Starlight last weighed 23.70, and her last follicles were 22. She went from 17 to 22.
Oh, I think I got an egg, like, immediately. She was also hissing. Yeah, look at that.
Okay, that's 35. So we need to do a pairing with her right away.
Yeah, she gets one more, and then those are, like, super ready to cook. Oh, yeah. Nice job, girl. Thanks for making it easy. That helps me a lot.
She bred at the end of March with Bam Bam. So on Tuesday we can just put Bam Bam in with her.
This is our super
there.
pastel. Look at her, she's gorgeous. That means all of the babies she's gonna produce will have pastel. She's got 2 copies of the gene.
And I'll do some genetic streams going through the difference between recessives and incompletes and superforms and allelic combinations that act like superforms, and what we can and can't get. Is that newest?
Yeah.
Yeah. Newest weighed 1873, and the last follicles for her were 5 millimeter.
Yeah, I think she dropped a little weight too, because we had her in the big rack. She was close to 2,000 grams, but now she's under.
Yeah.
Uh,
she might do better in that other rack, actually.
Yes, she might. I'm trying to suck some lube back up, but it was a little bit too much. Okay, still probably about here. No, I think, yeah. Found something out of there. Oh. Maybe there's something there. I think that's gallbladder, maybe?
I can't tell. It could be. We didn't get anything over 5 millimeters, and she's lost weight, so.
I definitely see gallbladder, but I'm not seeing much of anything else. She's getting a little pointy back too. I don't think it's cause for concern yet, but it's frustrating having these snakes who don't eat chronically, you know, when we're at a stage of, you know, with water. I was a little panicked. Those dots might have been.
Last time she ate live.
Oh, okay.
But she also refused alive last time.
Alright. You're very big and strong, and I know you don't like to be touched or interacted with much at all. Okay. Let's get you back in your house.
Alright. Nesquik is a GHI Mojave.
I don't even want to pull her out of her thing because we're pretty sure she is like very far along. So I'm gonna move that, and I'm gonna bring this whole tub. So can't really pick her up. Don't want to ruin anything. You can see her. She's a GHI Mojave. Trying to get her mixed in with our lavender line. Weird. Oh, no, actually, that's an egg. That's the most solid egg I think I've seen on ultrasound, I think.
Okay. You can stop then. We'll just put her in at 40 plus.
I don't want to look a little bit more. Yeah, okay, that's the gallbladder, and then it's just... Yeah, I think she's maybe got 4 to 6 eggs at most, maybe less than that. But there's definitely some big, super solid masses in her.
Boy said she looks like a chocolate dessert.
She does. Kind of want to taste her.
Can either of you do a good Bernie impression? Yes. I can do a really good Bernie impression. I can sit around and talk and be completely ineffective. I can talk and be right and still be ignored. That's my Bernie impression.
Oh, wait, I'm able to pick her up on my corner with her.
But she's been shoveling food, and I'm going to bet that she's got big ass follicles.
Let's hope. I feel like this... I feel like every time we do ultrasounds, it goes poorly, and then we do it again like a few days later, and we get much more accurate and clear results.
She was at 16 millimeters, and she has put on 400 grams.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
look
yeah.
at those. Those are 30s.
Definitely.
Those are 30 millimeter follicles. We need to get. When was her last pairing? With Ray on the 18th. We need to get Ray in with her right away. Nice. Good job, Ariana. Way to pound food to grow those follicles.
And that's why you're our little superstar. You're not so little anymore, but...
Sarah said my Bernie impression was accurate. The 1% pays everything for the 99%
Brittany bitch.
of the 1%.
So, this is Brittany. She did it again. She is gorgeous. She's a normal visual, but she is het for dreamsicle. She's pairing with our banana het dreamsicle for some, like, what is it, like 1 in 32 or 1 in 16 odds?
It's 1 in 16.
For
1 in 32 for a banana
right.
dream. Oh, which we need to pull Mayfield out when we're done so they can see what a dreamsicle was like.
Yes.
She was just paired with Ray not too long ago. She has... She dropped a little bit of weight between March and April. She had 16 millimeter follicles last time, so I'm betting they're like 20 something. Wow, nice,
yeah.
Nice nail, baby.
Those are definitely...
Freeze it. Do a proper measurement.
It's hard because she's trying to move off the table.
I'm gonna say that's 18.
Yeah, I think it's less than 20, but it's close. So when we're doing this, we're going to the distance tab and then just putting 2 marks on the screen. 17.7 millimeters.
Yeah, that's 18. All right. Good job, pretty bitch. Getting your follicles up.
Follicles.
All right.
Hercules and follicles.
Do Polly, then Shadow, then Pebbles last.
Okay.
Because
Thank you for your time.
I suspect Pebbles is going to be an eye opener.
If any of you are looking at my thirst traps, Brittany was posing with me in one a few months ago. Holly, Shadow, and Pebbles. There you go.
She's at 22:45.
So,
She had,
Polly, who is a pastel cinnamon. Pewter.
So, pewter. Very pretty.
Yeah.
Good color.
Posing right for the camera. I love that. Say hello to everybody.
She had 11 millimeter follicles in March.
Okay, nope, you need the tub. I see. I think something about the tub, just having a slightly closed space, makes some of them less inclined to run away quite as much. Although I think I'm going to need your help. She's really, really trying to get away.
Well, I'm really not going to let her.
Just put like your hand over her face. What's going on? It's frozen. Oh yeah, I found him right away, but she's moving.
She's not getting away. Don't worry about her. You just...
Yeah, but I need her to stand still. Okay. Those are like...
Oh, snap that. Those are so good.
Yeah, those are definitely more than 11.
Those are like 16s.
Which is wild, because she hasn't really eaten anything, but... some of them just do that. Yep, 16s.
Cool. Well, let's get the lube off her and put her back up.
Nice. Thank you for being so good, because she's also been not quite snappy, but she's been hissy. She doesn't... not super fond of a lot of interaction. Shadow's the same way, so I'm going to leave the tub.
Yeah. All right. Come on. Get back in there. You're in the penthouse. You can't fight being in the penthouse.
So that was our pastel cine.
Get your wand lubed up, and I'll bring her over.
So that was our pastel cine. This is just our normal cinnamon, which is basically the same thing, just a little bit darker, more normal pattern.
Yeah. Slight reddish brown, and the big thing is you can see how dark her head is and how there's like no lines across her eyes.
Yeah.
That's so cinnamon and other dark jeans do that. All right, I'm gonna say right. That's probably too high, but there you go.
Yep. It's like a sweet spot of tilting where they. Oh. There we go. It's like 10, I think. It's about a quarter of the screen.
Yeah, it looked like 12 or 13 to me, but it's fine.
Okay, if that's good, then just... Alright.
Stop doing that. Now, for the second biggest snake we've got.
I don't think we need the bin for Pebbles. Pebbles is pretty good with us. It's funny, because she actually snapped at us really early on. And the couple who sold her to us, sold us to her.
They pretty much sold us to her.
Was telling us that she's like their best snake to interact with. Like they bring her to like teaching like events and like handling events, so people can interact with her. She's got a funny looking jaw. She's got like just slightly askew jaw. She's sweet.
She's a pastel inchy butter or lesser. Butter and lesser are the same gene with different names, but P for pastel, E for inchy, B and L for butter lesser. Pebbles, that's her name. And we're not even the only one with that exact same morph with that exact same name. But
Okay. Yep. Weird. She should be really far along. Okay. Yep. I think. Alright, can you just set her down? I think she's normally okay. Okay, well now she's wriggly today, but lost Lou.
just north of my
I think that's the problem. Oh yeah, yeah. Wait, is that like the intersection right in the middle between the two? No, can't really tell. This is unfortunate. She was one that I thought was a lot further along at our last read. I'm struggling to see much of anything right now. At this point, that's definitely too far along there. But...
Here, Triton.
Okay.
What?
Okay, now that I don't know. Okay, no, yeah.
Those could all be eggs.
Yeah, those are 3 in a row. Those have to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You couldn't see anything because it's just a big white mass of eggs.
Yeah. I thought at several points, I was like, that looks like the intersection between, like, 2 different eggs. But the problem was that the image is so not clear with her for some reason that, I just couldn't be sure.
Alright, let's get the lube off of you.
Lube off of you. Before you done, RUNNOFT.
That towel needs to be washed.
Yeah.
Let me get out Mayfield so we can show you. Oh, he just shed.
Oh, nice. Good timing. Oh, he looks wonderful.
You are a champion. How nice of you to shed right before we show you on camera. Hopefully the camera does justice. This is a dreamsicle. He is piebald, which is the high white areas, the areas with no pigment at all, and lavender albino, which you can see in the areas that do have saddles. He is almost the perfect amount of pied expression for me. I like a good medium.
Yeah, same.
Ariana is an incredibly high white pied. She has almost no markings. He's a really good mix.
Yeah, and then Demi Lovato up there that we had earlier, she's also a good medium.
And I don't know if the camera really truly shows off his colors, but turn him just.
Oh, it does. It's doing him justice right now. Yeah, Jen says, "Oh, I can see it clearly."
He is a beauty. Just, I mean, I could maybe see a little bit more white, like here, and maybe less on the tail. You know, like if I was to imagine my ideal piebald, he's got about the right amount of white for me, but a lot of it's located right there at the tail.
Sarah Cooknor says, "Hey, people powder insects for protein for lizards before feeding. Have you thought to dose in some way the mousies before ingestion for additional nutrition intake?" So, They don't usually dose the insects for protein because usually insects are very high in protein. What they do put powder on them for is calcium and vitamin D3. But yes, you could definitely dose, as you say, mice or rats the same way. Because something you do for rat or for insects before you feed them to lizards sometimes is you put vegetables in the enclosure with them that they will eat before you feed them. That's called gut loading. You could gut load mice and rats as well, probably with the same veggies that you would feed to lizards, which would be, they would have a good um, phosphorus sodium balance, and they would have a good calcium level, which would be things like collard greens and mustard greens and papaya and mango, things like that. Would probably be good to feed a rat before feeding them to a snake.
You should be on camera talking. But
so right, we don't have your bum while you were bending over it.
Yeah, we don't have anybody else that we need to ultrasound. The other snakes that we have are either males, like for example, here's Skeletor, the boy that kind of got this whole mess started. He is a banana spot nose yellow belly lesser fire. There are no recessive genes in here. There's no lavender albino or anything, and yet he looks closer to a lav in some of the colors.
I love the Facecam Pro does so good for this. The snakes look great on camera.
I will say that he is almost a year old and has, I don't think, any of the stereotypical banana spots on him anywhere.
Yeah, no. It was funny, when we first got him, he had a patch of dirt on his nose that stayed for a while, and we couldn't rub it off. So we thought that was a banana spot, but it eventually came off.
It was a little scab, I think.
It could have been, yeah. But he looks great. The colors look amazing. Yeah, just like outstanding.
I paid more for him, and we can't wait to breed him, which will be next year. But he has banana, spot nose, yellow belly, lesser, fire.
He's watching you count.
Lesser fire is nuclear, so he's a banana, spot nose, nuclear, yellow belly. And so any female we put him to can get any of those genes.
Right.
And we only have, we have Miranda in the other room, who is a pastel gravel lemonback. And lemonback and fire are allelic, as is vanilla. So the black-eyed leucistic complex consists of vanilla, fire, flame, lemonback, sulfur.
Probably.
And one or two more, but those are the main ones. And we have Al, our boy over here, who is a super vanilla, orange dream, yellow belly. But because of the super vanilla, you almost can't see the orange. It ends up being like a little bit of peach coloring along his side.
Mm-hmm.
So he's super vanilla, which means everything that he mates with is going to get a vanilla gene. And that's why we have Miranda in the other room, who has lemonback, because the combination will produce vanilla lemonbacks, which are an allelic combination. But also, I wasn't caring about getting mean on there, but thank you. But also, he's yellow belly, and she is asphalt, or gravel. So we'll get highways. So we could get a vanilla lemonback allelic super and a highway, which is yellow belly gravel. Gravel. Asphalt is freeway. And so we have two different allelic combinations with this fella and our girl Miranda in the other room, who looks beautiful. I mean, she's really nice.
Also, for those of you who are wondering, a complex is basically a collection of morphs, which are traits that have been proven out that exist in the same locus, which is like a place on the gene in their genetic code where that trait exists, the trait that makes them that color. And when there are multiples that exist in that same locus, they can occur on either side of an allele, and basically they're just a lot of wild interactions can happen when those genes come together in certain ways. Oh, that was Jess. I thought he just musked on you, but this is Paul Atreides, our Wilma Python, who is very handsome.
And very chill. His girlfriend, who's in the tub next to him, is really shitty.
It's true.
She's very chewy.
He's great, though. He doesn't eat every week, but he eats when he wants to eat. He never goes on long hunger strikes. He will often take a week or two off of feeding, but usually he gets right back to it.
Hey, Johnny.
We don't have the snake hook or the glove, so definitely be careful.
Yeah, I'm not taking her out. I just wanted to check on her. Who else should we show off?
I don't know.
Diggle.
Yeah, you want to show off a little Dig?
He's a young one. But he's albino, but he's also black pastel and leopard. And for me, it almost acts a little bit like Desert Ghost in how much it cleans up and crisps and darkens the pattern.
Definitely.
So he's going to have a really beautiful albino coloring. Yeah, we got him. He's going to be the replacement male for Aurora Z.
Yeah.
Who is our albino yellow belly male.
The whites in the pattern when you have black pastel or black head often look blue to me. They're like so stark. It's really beautiful.
We have a couple snakes that haven't eaten and aren't part of our breeding plan that are available, but I don't want to really... I'm reluctant to sell a snake that's not currently eating. Oh, look, you can see above the banner on the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Because you tilted it up too high.
You can't see the way it's attached, though. It's fine. It looked weird when it was, like, not centered and your face wasn't on screen, so I was like, I would rather have it where you can actually see you. There you go.
I should just sit here and say nothing and do nothing while you talk, and then everybody who tunes in will be like, what's going on? Where's this disembodied voice?
Yes, that's kind of our situation. I wish I could show you Kruger, our brown house snake, but he ran away.
He arguing an OFT, but his buddy Dunning is still here. Come here, buddy.
And you know, I actually was looking at Dunning. I think Dunning might be a girl. I think we might have 2 female black African house snakes. So let me show y'all something. If you look at Dunning's tail here, right? So you can see, okay, well now it looks normal to me. Weird, I was just looking at this the other day and I thought for sure.
Maybe you looked at him right before he was ready to poop.
It could have been. So let me get Sabrina so I can show you the difference. You can see how there's like a really long gradual taper. The cloaca is right here. And then there's all of this tail. This part is the tail between this finger and this.
Here, you can put him up and make sure he's closed.
He also almost looks a little brown right now.
He does look a little brown, but I gotta let go of my finger, buddy.
But then if I show you the female, Sabrina, the same species and locality. When you look at her tail, oh yeah, you can see it here. Yeah, he must have been about to poop. You can see there's a little bit more of an abrupt tapering. It goes a lot faster into being narrow. Like there's a quick dip right there. And the tail is proportionally, she's significantly longer than him, but the tail is about the same length. So that's kind of an indicator to suggest that this one might be a female. Basically, that's because when their tail is long, it's because they're storing their hemipenis in their tail. So they need more space for that.
I should just move my lips to whatever you're saying.
But, yes, she's beautiful. Likes to wrap on like a bracelet. Thank you so much. Yeah.
We also don't have them up here in this snake room, but there are 4 wonderful, beautiful corn snakes down in the living room, one of which gave us eggs on May 1st. I know we haven't done a stream since then, but we can post some pictures. Yes, come over and get on camera. One of them gave us eggs, so we're actually going to be snake parents officially.
Yay!
Even if none of these bitches ever produce, although we think several of them are getting close. But we're now gecko breeders as well. We got an absolutely amazing deal. I can't wait to go work with this person again because I think she's got like 50 geckos and is probably getting rid of all of them.
Yeah.
And if I have the opportunity, I might buy them all. We'll see. But we got 3 already breeding lily white females and 1 male that's not lily white because you don't want to breed lily whites and lily white. It's lethal for the offspring. And so this group of 4 has been cohabitating for
Their whole life.
their whole
presumably.
gathering. And so he just sits there with his 3 girlfriends, knocking them up. And they've already produced, I think, 6 eggs this year before we got them. If you go look, I don't want to talk to prices. Unfortunately, this person fell on hard times, and
Yeah.
And as somebody who, I mean, I had a triple bypass a year and a half ago, so I know about medical issues and everything else, and they're just having to get out of it. And we got, I bet we paid 25% of what those probably are rightfully worth.
Yeah, I was definitely like 75% off for the collection.
And they're gorgeous. Like, I would pick all this up and take it downstairs and continue the live stream where we could show you down there. But no, you need to like and subscribe so you get notifications
Another time
for when we go live. Because next time we might go live from down there in the garage where I'm building another enclosure for more geckos.
That's right. We're gonna become gecko people.
We could end up with gecko babies before we have ball python babies.
I think it's likely, actually, that we could have gecko babies before ball python babies, if only because
some of them may be gravid.
Some of them may already be gravid, meaning they're carrying the eggs, and they've already produced clutches this year because we're in the middle of breeding season for crested geckos right now. So they're probably going to be coming along, but yeah. But
all right, let's see if there's any last minute questions before we call it a day.
A couple last minute questions, but thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us while we did our stuff we got to do here in the snake room, the Epic Blue Exotics reptile room. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day.